First round of the playoffs are over. We got the good, the bad, the ugly, the terrifying that we're going to get into. But hey, VC Playmakers are not going to let you down. Standing ovation for the champ, Aaron Champagne Puppy.
Thank you.
Another ovation.
Coming to an end.
Well, get your tissue, bro. We'll be talking about that again for weeks. And then we got the big breezy Roski.
Yes, sir.
And sadly, no lights out this week, and I believe no Father of the League, but we'll do them proud today.
Oh, yeah.
Hold down the fort.
Lay down the fort. Yeah, hold it
down.
Stay
tuned to the whole thing. They might just hop in and we don't realize it.
That's true.
Special treat. Sneak attack.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at these matchups. We'll start with the winner's bracket, how I like to call it, the winner's bracket. And we'll start with the good. Yeah.
Okay.
The good's
for people on this pod right now, but we'll see.
I was gonna say, I don't think there's any good for any of us.
We'll just do Birds of Vengeance versus Blending Bums first. Tight matchup. Birds of Vengeance comes out on top. So the Father of the League, welcome to the losers division. Jalen Hurts did better than Love. Bijan Robinson showed up as a first overall pick. Chase Brown. So look, his running backs do better.
They did good, yeah.
Devontae Adams, he did better. Man, where's Nigel? Just a quarterback so far?
Yeah, just the quarterback's the leading man so far.
Oh, there it is. Devontae gets a little bit. Oh, here we go. Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
What is that? Tight end? What's the nickname? Tight end Texas Ranger.
Tight end Texas Ranger.
Oh, and then Mike Evans, Prison Mike.
Prison Mike.
That's where it is, this back half.
Oh, look at Kenneth Walker, man. 2.9 points. That's horrible.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
He only had 9 carries, but did nothing with them. Less than 2 yards a carry. And on the bench, Troy Franklin, 20 points on the bench.
You hate to see it.
And then Hawkinson had 10. So if he would have had Franklin in for Diggs, he would have won.
He would have won, yeah?
Yep. Oh, brutal.
So sorry. Faith in Diggs. I mean, all season long. How many times did he get passed around and to put all on the line with him? You know, I give respect for trying, but I couldn't even say I would have went with that move.
Hey, I'll just say you told him so. You told him so. Yeah. And that's his fault.
I mean, there's a reason. People don't like to listen to champions. It is what it is.
I had him for like a week or two, and then I dropped him because it was useless. It literally was like used underwear.
Well, Father changed his name to My Underwear, so I think it backfired.
True.
We need to give some love to Nigel Birds of Vengeance. I know he wasn't feeling the love last week, but he takes the win. He's moving on. So Congratulations, Birds of Vengeance.
Congratulations to the good.
To the good. Now let's get into some disgusting, terrifying my matchup.
Pretty close.
51 points. Oh, dear Lord. Joe Burrow, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 5.5 points to Brock Purdy. And then Achane more than Taylor, McCaffrey more than Judkins. I mean, on and on. I think every guy he has on here scored me. Isaiah Likely, 0.
Oh,
that's cool.
My God. How do you get 0 points when you're playing the Bengals? The Bengals don't know how to guard tight ends. Like, how does that happen? I didn't see the game, but I don't know how that happens.
Don't worry. When you have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry against the Bengals and you still lose, yeah, I'm sure we'll get there.
I guess that makes sense.
You know, I got to say something. I looked at my matchup and I saw that Rodrigo, if that's even your name, it's not. Rodrigo had Christian McCaffrey, Juwan Jennings. Listen, I'm a legitimate lifelong 49er fan. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, man, that's going to change how I watch the game. But then Rodrigo, who's had Baker Mayfield all year long, picks up Brock Purdy. And I knew going in. Listen, my 49ers come first. My fantasy teams are second. But I'm trying to do the math in my head. Okay, if the 49ers got to score, I need them to do end arounds to Ricky Pearsall. Brian Robinson Jr.'s got to get in there. But no. Purdy threw 2 touchdowns to Juwan Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
Christian McCaffrey rushed in a touchdown. And Purdy threw a 3rd touchdown. So, Rodrigo, I want to give you a wedgie, but I can't. I can't. I got to give you a flex because if you picked up Purdy on purpose, that is a master flex to come after me. And so now you're my biggest nemesis. Get out of the way, champ. It's Rodrigo now. That's my biggest nemesis.
Hey, he doubled up because he changed his name to Rodrigo. Remember, you can't be ours. So, and now with your own team,
Stroke of genius.
Brutal.
Stroke of genius.
But
Wait,
let's go
hold
back.
on. But was it ChatGPT though? Was
Maybe.
There
AI
it was.
got me.
That was premium. He didn't have premium until playoffs. So
That's the
So like, I can
upgrade.
afford it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And let's not gloss over the fact here. There's 2 people in our league who have. Well, we'll go 3. 3 who are outspokenly passionate about their team. Only one, however, ride or die by it and draft all their players on their fantasy league. So I mean, if you would have gone that route too, you would have caught the W right there. So maybe next season in one of the leagues you're in, you just draft all your players from the 49ers and let it ride.
Listen, champ, if I'm already on fire, you don't need to pour gasoline on me. I'm already burning, bro. Ouch. Oh, let's just do the math real quick. What if he beat me with just those 3 guys? Maybe.
It would have been close, I think.
Jennings has pretty much 20. McCaffrey, 15.
15.
And then Brock,
35.
26. You know, it's close. It's
Close?
close. Yeah.
About 35,
Oy.
80. Oh, I think he would have beat you, actually.
Disgusting.
Oh,
So yeah, that's the putrid. But Rodrigo, congratulations. Thanks for the master flex, really sticking it to me. I'm not bitter. But now let's go to the losers bracket. The 2 of you facing off. Oh my word. Breezy.
First of all,
just-
we don't even
wow.
call it the losers bracket. You know,
That's
we're
what it is.
playing and competing for a different title.
Sorry, toilet
yeah.
bowl.
Yeah. Well,
wants to-
Roski, go ahead. I mean,
Yeah,
go ahead.
who wants
buddy.
to take it?
I
You almost took a lap on me, so.
I respect you, so I didn't want to say anything. But I mean, look, this happens to me year after year. I cannot make this stuff up, and you guys are witnesses here. Every time, literally after I'm eliminated, my team goes off all the time. The last 3 years, I got eliminated last year in semis. The year before, I lost in the final, which obviously, I mean, that's that's but they go off. My team goes off for whatever reason. 176 points. That's the most. I actually went back to check, and that's the most anybody has scored in any week matchup from our season. So I mean, I can't make this stuff up. I mean, Dart went off. Neil was doing good actually up until he got hurt. So and he still beat Henry, and he played I think 2 quarters. So I mean, that's crazy.
Station wagon.
Etienne, I
Wow.
think he had 3 touchdowns. Yeah, and I was struggling.
TNTN.
I was struggling with running backs all season long. Etienne came hot finally at the end, and I give kudos to him. He's probably one of my low-key pickups this year because he was quietly good. And obviously this week he was amazing. Puka things, right? McConkey's the only outcast in this week for me. McBride, though, 37 points.
Wow.
J-Mo, another solid performance. It's crazy, though, because I was looking at, I forget what the compare. I don't remember if it was Justin Jefferson, but there was a comparison between him and I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Justin Jefferson. He's ahead of Justin Jefferson, and he's put up like 2 duds, like 0-point duds. So that's crazy to me. It just shows you how bad McCarthy is in Minnesota for them. CeeDee Lamb, a decent enough game. I do have one question for you, Aaron.
Goodness me.
Why didn't you start Stafford at least? You've seen him ride the bench for most of your season, and he's done really solid. Why did you keep faith in Lamar?
I strategically am keeping Stafford away from everyone else, first and foremost. Second of all, it was the Bengals, and Lamar needed that game, right? Like
True.
they
That is
needed
true.
to win that game. I'm like, he's going to pop off eventually. He's got to. And it's just another very mid performance for a player who's clearly hurt. And he will be on my never draft list again. The time has come. I don't know if he'll get back to what he was before, but how dominant can you possibly be relying on so much athleticism, right? So like,
Yeah, very
kind
true.
of like what Chris said, stay away from Henry with everything in the world. He would never have drafted him, and I got him, and it cost me Taylor, which is interesting too because we always talk about Gibbs and Taylor, but isn't C-Mac the highest performing
Oh yeah.
person? Like it's wild. I would have never guessed that.
C-Mac has not been stopped this year. I think he's I have to look it up. He's got a touchdown every single game, probably.
So
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I will say this too about Justin Jefferson, because this loser has Justin Jefferson. Terrible, because the second game where I see like, oh, Vikings 28 whatever 31 points, oh, Jefferson had to do something. No, 2 catches on 8 targets, but Addison's getting a touchdown. I think Naylor, whoever that guy is, he's not on anyone's fantasy team. He's scoring. Hawkinson, who I had also. McCarthy's playing a lot better, but Jefferson, yeah, I gave you a wedgie last week with Abuka and Emeka and DJ, but yeah, brutal. But yeah, Roski, your team deserves, except maybe McConkey, a flex for your entire team.
Yeah,
honestly, you're the top scorer all season, right? Like out of every performance, you have the highest score.
For this, do you mean like
for the entire season?
Matchup wise, or like the actual total points?
Your points for one game.
Oh yeah, it was because I think Chelsea had 171 in week 5 or 6 or something like that. Wow. So yeah, and I beat that by 5 points. And again, this always happens for whatever reason. It's crazy. I did the math also. I know I'm a stats guy. I like numbers. I had 320 or 330 points in the last 2 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
So
I would like it on the record. I did not curse you because I predicted you beat Champagne and you won. That's broken. I'm not a curse anymore. Well, I'm a curse for myself, but no one else.
And myself, apparently.
No, I said you would lose. I was right.
I know. So you cursed me.
No, I think when Cleo predicts the future, it's not a curse. She's just predicting what's going to happen.
Someone has to be the loser in that scenario, and you chose me to be the loser.
That's true. That's true. I feel bad. All right, let's take a look at the other one, which we predicted. I think everyone did, is Santa's Little Helper would win.
I think so, yeah.
And the tight end happened.
Seriously.
We were wrong. Close one, 7 points. I mean, 7.8.
I cannot believe this was close, by the way.
Quarterback's close. Kyren for Santa's Helper.
Look,
Barkley and Williams close.
St. Brown.
Oh, whoa. 41.4. I mean, Nico had a good week too. Then you have Olave. All this is looking good for Santa's Little Helper. We just should keep scrolling down. Look at Kyle Pitts.
Pitts, man.
Wow. 11 receptions, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns. We're going to talk about him a little bit later.
Oh, yes.
Kittle did well, Gainwell.
Hey, put that on your all San Francisco starting team, and you got a squad there.
True. Very true.
That's true. None of them are on my team. All right, so let's just look at, I don't think Sleeper has this on here yet, but let's take a look. I want to say there's somewhere where they broke down the, maybe it's just on our phone. It's just on the app.
The playoff matchups?
Yeah.
Or?
Can you guys see it on your phone to do like who's going to play each other?
It's in the phones for sure. It is, let me see. I believe Nigel will play Chelsea if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I guess not.
Oh, it's because, for some reason in the phone, you could see the playoffs bracket like right below, but it should be Chelsea versus Nigel.
Okay, let's predict a winner right there. Where are you going?
Oh, we're going lights out. Sorry,
Lights
Nigel,
out.
it is lights out.
Sorry, Nigel.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Gibbs, even though he had a bad week. Jameer Gibbs. Drake London's probably going to be back. Drake May. I don't even remember who else she has, but you got to go lights out. And she was first place overall, top point scorer. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Nigel, but yeah, I agree. I just love to your team, though.
Sorry, Nigel.
It's going to be a close matchup, but I got to go with
and
Chelsea.
And really, we all predicted Nigel was going to lose, I think. So this might be a good thing for him. Might be a real good. Yeah. We don't know the future.
True. And the other matchup is, let's see, David and Rodrigo.
First time fantasy football players.
First time in going head to head, yeah. 2 versus
Friends
3.
Becoming foes.
And so with
Mhm.
David, right, we got the Bills. He's got Allen and Cook, and I think Shakir.
Shakir. Mm-hmm.
With Rodrigo, he's got Achan and McCaffrey and the whole slew of 49ers on his team.
Yeah. I mean, that's really what it is, right? Like, who do the Niners play and who do the Bills play? And that will
True.
probably determine who's going to win.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
We'll look at it real quick. We'll just see what each of these guys has. So starting with Rodrigo. Oh, is it not showing it? It's not showing it. Did it?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing for week 16. That's for the current week.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
go-
I'll show that next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you go by the team, though, I think it'll show. Like if you go to team and then switch the week, it should let you. At least on the phone, it does.
Yeah. For whatever reason, the phone has way more advantages than
Better features. Yeah.
from a computer. Yeah, better features. Yeah, it doesn't let me do anything, but that's okay. We'll go with our gut instincts. You going David or you going Rodrigo?
I mean, the Niners are playing the Colts for whatever that is.
They played well again. They didn't let the Seahawks do much of anything but field goals.
Mm-hmm.
The Jonathan Tate. Oh, never mind. He's on my team. He'll be on the bench doing nothing. Never mind. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this purely because Rodrigo did that master flex on me. I'm going with Rodrigo's gonna win this one,
Oh,
and then he'll meet up with Chelsea in the championship.
I like it.
The Bills are playing Cleveland in that defense, and I don't think has gotten that sack record yet, and so
Oh, that's true.
yeah, I'm leaning towards what you're saying too, potentially.
Dang,
That Browns defense is leaking. They're to give it like the Titans scored points on them, and whoever the Bears destroyed the Browns. I think they put 31 points up on that Cleveland defense. Something's happening over there. They're not stopping people anymore.
It's true. We're going clean sweep with Chelsea, so I think we should go clean sweep with Rodrigo too. Let's do it. I'm all for
Aaron
it.
does not want to do it.
No.
I'm riding with my boy, my 24-hour fitness homie, and we're going in Josh Allen. We trust Superman.
Okay.
Mode.
All right. All right, for the toilet league,
Hey.
loser bracket. What I don't know what to say.
There is a championship of opposite bracket.
The less talented bracket.
I still don't agree with
Hey,
that.
some of us are still playing for something. I'm just saying.
Exactly. You know,
Big
my season
breezy.
hasn't ended.
Big Breezy versus In Pete We Trust. I'm going Breezy. It's not even a question. Breezy. Aaron? Yeah? No?
No, I'm going old school. I'm not going Laker Roski. I'm going Cowboy Roski, baby. Bring it back to me. Yeah, we are gonna get all the money in there.
Cowboy Roski.
Should've brought
Unc needs
the
a new
cowboy hat
quarterback
back.
too. Mahomes is out the rest of the year,
Oh, yeah, that's
so
true.
he's
Yeah,
got to find
that
somebody.
hurts. Yeah, just send
Look
him a
out for
trade.
Kyle Pitts. Send him a
I know.
trade.
Hey,
now they'll go
I'll-
through.
We'll say this though. Don't be careful with Pitts. Yeah, it went off. I had him and I was waiting to talk about this. We'll probably touch on Pitts a little later too, but be wary of Pitts. I had him in my other league. I dropped him 2 weeks ago. Obviously, I regret it because I got eliminated this week. But be careful with Pitts.
Okay.
It's like,
well, if we're
it's
doing
like
that, let me give Rudy some advice too. So, how about you should drop this person and start that person? Why don't you focus on the guy that you're playing against and not give advice to the one who's going against me? All right.
That feels like karma.
Ugh.
All right. Well, hey, good luck to everybody else. You know, I don't. Even if I'm wrong, I'm not going to care because I'm going to be watching at home. But I'm paying close attention because I'm in 3 other leagues and I'm still alive.
There you go.
So,
You're taking notes for next year too, right? We're focused on 2026. Come on.
oh, bro, constant. But because
Yeah.
I'm still alive, I still got to make some waiver moves and look at the matchups. Just because I'm out in this league, I still got 3 others rolling.
That's
good.
What do you guys got? You guys playing in other leagues? I can't remember.
So I was in 3 and I'm officially out in all 3. I
Okay.
lost
Oh.
this week. Yeah, I got eliminated. in the league that I'm the commissioner. Actually, my team just, and I kind of had a feeling my team has been, not putting up as much points as they were a few weeks ago. It's been about a month where I'm barely even scratching 100 points, and this week it's crazy. Obviously, I had Pitts, like I mentioned, so I dropped him 2 weeks ago, and he goes off for 45 points. I was this close, and I don't know why I didn't do it to pick up Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
And I was so mad after I saw I just saw the first 2 touchdowns right off the bat, and I was like, I should have done it. I should have done it. And then I saw how many he had total, and I was like, Jesus, man. And that just sums up my season. I mean, fantasy's been bad. My mental health took a toll, but now I can breathe. I can relax, enjoy football.
We're a support group for you, man. We got you.
Right?
Got you.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I mean, it's been a fun ride, a brutal 2025 season. And yeah, looking forward to 2026, like Aaron said.
You're still locked in. I can tell.
Absolutely.
Champ, what do you got? You got it playing another one, or is this your full
No,
attention?
this is
league?
my one and only. I'm a one league kind of guy. If you can't tell by this ring on the finger.
I like your commitment.
I can talk about my buddy's league real quickly. He does a work league just like ours, and 2 of the people in it, one's the boss, one's subordinate. The boss had to fire the subordinate, so that makes for an awkward league. So
where's HR at?
Yeah, let's be blessed that we don't have to deal with that in ours.
Oh,
Seriously,
HR's
that's
on
crazy.
speed dial.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Champ, I think we need to Shador watch, or whatever we want to call this thing. You need to talk to us about Mr. Shador Sanders.
Honestly, Shador, he had a rough outing, but this is a good trial and tribulation that a young man needs to solidify his career. Iron sharpens iron. And arguably, I mean, he played 4 games, not making any money, completely overlooked, did 2 points less than Joe Burrow, who has Jamar Chase. I mean, come on. What can you really say when it comes to that? He had rushing yards. I mean, the interceptions were rough, of course, but at least that is a completion in a perspective as well, right? He's not just throwing the ball away. The sacks, I mean, he's going to have to learn to get rid of that ball a little bit quicker, but, that's the offensive line. I can blame them all day. That's not on him. I don't care what anyone says. He's trying to make something out of nothing. And this young man, he is going to be there next season, and I will keep drafting him. He is on the draft list. I will draft him every year he is available until
Is he on your team right now?
I said I will draft. I didn't say anything about keep. Draft, just like everything. You have to grind the waiver, whoever's hot at the moment. But, he is draftable. I give it my stamp of approval. He will be the starting quarterback next season. And if he is not, we'll have to think of some sort of bet for that one. Maybe we do a little pick swap with anyone who wants to go head to head on that.
Oh,
I like it.
pick swap. Wow.
Yeah,
Not bad. I mean, this feels like it could be a transition to wedgies. He might be in contention for a wedgie, and I'm just going to beg to differ on the sacks. That dude just drops back and drops back and drops back. Like, where you going, Shador?
That's true. That does sound like a coaching problem, not a player problem. So.
Hey, let's agree on a half wedgie. Reasoning being, I didn't know this, but I saw this after. The Browns gave him the wrong wristband of plays. I don't know if you guys saw that. Like, come on. Like, I mean, yes, the dropbacks, not getting rid of the ball, that's his fault. Yes. But how does your team do that to you? Like, are they purposely trying to set him up for failure? Like,
there's some conspiracies out there about
the card fell out. The card fell out.
Like, I don't know. To me, that's
happens
crazy.
to no one else.
Half wedgie, the other half gets to the Browns, the coaching staff, whoever is in charge of the wristband, they get the other half wedgie.
So a little not answer today, but this will be in a later episode. I was thinking about if you were a quarterback and you were drafted, what are the 5 franchises you would not want to be drafted by? So that will be one of our episodes later down the road, maybe when the playoffs are over.
I could tell you one right now for sure. The Raiders.
We just talked about one for me.
I don't want to go to the Raiders. That's for sure. They're a disaster right now. It's horrible.
Are we talking purely? I mean, let's be honest here, though. Some people, this is just a job. Like getting to live in Vegas, being rich and famous. I mean, there's that aspect of it too. So, I mean, not
That's
me.
true.
I'm a winner, of course. I
Yeah,
make my
good
legacy
save.
by Dubs. But
This is about winning. They take care of you. They build their team. They make good decisions. The coaching staff is pretty solid for the most part. Like, you don't have the Browns are going to be on my list. Spoiler alert. That's what made me think of it just that second. The 30 quarterbacks in 1 year, whatever that stat is. But yeah, Aaron, if you just want to go where you're in Vegas and the bright lights, then
Yeah.
Las Vegas is number one. But again, you look at the history of the team. What are they? Are they known as a pretty good franchise, or they never sniffed a Super Bowl?
Well, Vegas has hit the reset button, so clock starts over when you move to a new city.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's true. I feel like we need to talk about some good stuff. Let's do some flex of the week. You know, the guys, the teams, the guys that just knocked your socks off. Who you got?
I mean, I hate to say it just because Kyle Pitts. Kudos, Pitts. We saw the numbers, 45 points. That's all I'm going to say. Poor kid.
I think, you got to give it to Lawrence, right? I mean,
Yeah.
For sure.
The only reason I drafted the wide receiver and predicted to be offensive player of the year, Travis, because I thought the resurgence would be there with that quarterback who's capable of doing that, right?
Yeah.
You know, I missed on that. Maybe it could happen next year. We'll see what the injuries look like and if he's still going to try and do this ridiculous playing both sides of the ball, which clearly he's not capable of.
Not so far.
But, that would be who I give it to. Good job.
Can we, just look at Trevor Lawrence, 20 of 32, 330 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 0 sacks. He also ran 5 rushes, 51 yards, and a touchdown. 6 touchdowns. I thought it was 5. He had 6.
6.
Best game of his career by far. That is an absolute flex.
Oh, yeah.
Is there an atomic flex? We've never talked about that, but that might be it.
Honestly, yeah, I think I had Trevor Lawrence on my list too, and I think I started with Pitts because I wanted to rip that Band-Aid off, but Trevor Lawrence, man, that was the performance, and obviously, again, I regret not picking him up, but I will also add, true. I will also add, not just for this week, but for the whole season, because he's been my savior, my MVP for sure, Trey McBride. Trey McBride, this week, still killing it. Awesome week. But he's the first tight end in NFL history to have 100 plus receptions in back-to-back seasons. He also broke Travis Kelce's streak of 16 games with 5 receptions or more. And right now he's at 105 receptions, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns.
See, he gets the atomic flex with that by the consistency.
I guess that's true. Yeah. So, I mean, to me, McBride, that's tight end number 1, obviously, for this year. I think he's tight end number 1 for next year, assuming they don't go back to Kyler, because Kyler is, for whatever reason, he hates him. He hates everybody, apparently. But there you go. But assuming Brissett or someone else is under center, I think McBride will be number 1. Bowers probably number 2.
I'm glad you had that stat.
Like that,
What's that, Aaron?
What was that?
How high do you take him next year? It's a question. I wonder, let's say Justin Jefferson. I mean, obviously you always pick a wide receiver, but given the performance before, the quarterback, what it's going to look like, would you be like, I don't know. Like, would you?
Today, I'm taking McBride over Jefferson. Absolutely.
Agree.
And going into next season, legitimate Brock Bowers went first or second round in a lot of drafts, and McBride was right behind him. So third round, I think you got to go McBride. If you don't get him in the second round, you're not going to get him.
I think so too. I think because usually I don't look at tight ends until the third round, usually, unless I see like this year I saw him. Actually no, I got McBride in the third round. But typically, unless I see a stud in the second round, like towards the tail end, assuming I'm there, I'll probably take him. But I think McBride is a round 2 type player because I don't have the numbers, but he is up there with the top wide receivers, not just players, wide receivers, as far as points for fantasy. So I would say second, third round, but if he's in the second round, depending where and what's available, yeah, and for sure over Jefferson. I just can't trust McCarthy. Nothing against Jefferson.
The thing that works in McBride's favor, too, is the Cardinals are always chasing points, so they got to throw. They're always coming from behind. If you look at the Raiders, they just don't have anyone that can get Bowers the ball, and he's been hurt. But Brissett has looked really good. I mean, really good for Wilson. I know we haven't seen a lot of Marvin Harrison lately, but for Wilson and McBride, and then McBride just special. He's probably has more points than Chase. He's got more points than Jefferson. He probably has more points than CeeDee Lamb, even though he's missed time. And these are all probably top 7 picks.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I have it right here. Trey McBride, 272 points so far. What do you think the second tight end is and the points they have?
Is it gonna be Kittle?
Ferguson?
Oh, Ferguson's
Kelce?
a good one.
Oh, Kelsey.
Oh, okay.
How many points?
He has 50 less points.
178 to 272.
I was gonna say 180. That's crazy.
Ooh.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Compared to wide receivers, he's 4th highest.
Who's
And
above him?
Amon St. Brown,
St.
St.
Brown.
Brown, 274. So only
Okay.
2 points more. Puka, 286. And then Jackson Smith and Jim Gobe, 305. So
He's
I mean,
right in there.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm saying McBride first rounder. There you go. You
There
made
you
my
go.
decision for me.
Yeah.
Gerardo, there you go. You know who to take first round next year.
Well, let's see what AI says next year. Well, and not to gloss over Kyle Pitts either, because I had both those 3 that we've mentioned so far on my list. So Pitts, we said before, 11 receptions on 12 targets, 166 yardage, 3 touchdowns. So I've been a Pitts fan since he got drafted. He just never produced. And so I had drafted him last year and the year before, but late, and it just doesn't happen. He breaks your heart. So he was on my don't draft list this year. I'm not doing it. Now I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. This is his best game of his career by far, but maybe something got unlocked. And he's just a physical specimen. You can just tell that guy's naturally athletically gifted as he now finding open spaces and then, using his athleticism. He could be a good steal next year.
Yeah. I don't know. I for some reason I feel like it's the system in the Falcons. I do think if he was in another team, he could probably be super fantasy relevant, top, 7 maybe. Actually, maybe higher, maybe top 5 tight end wise. I don't know what the Falcons do that they don't exploit his talents, because you saw it. I mean, this performance was, like you said, the best performance ever. And you could see he's talented. He's good. It's just he doesn't get the ball enough. So,
have we given a kicker a flex on this show?
Nope. We don't
no,
have
we're
in our
giving
league.
him a wedgie.
He's not in the league. Yeah, that's right. We've given kicker wedgies, special team wedgies. I got to give Jason Myers and the Seahawks a flex.
Oh, yeah.
6 for 6 on field goals, kicked the game winner. He's a weapon. That defense is good. Their offense couldn't punch it in, but Jason Myers has been good all season long. 6 for 6. Probably won some fantasy matchups this week. Not ours because we don't have kickers, but I have him in one of my leagues. It was a nice point total when I took a peek at it.
I bet it was like 20 some points, 24 maybe. Yeah,
because a lot of them were longer, 50 yards or so. All right, any other flexes you want to hand out?
While we're on the kicker subject, really quick though, did you guys see Aubrey miss 2? Which is crazy. He's never missed that much. I think in a game. Yeah, I think the announcers jinxed him though, because he said, "Oh, here he comes, Mr." I think that's what he said. He said on Mr. Automatic or something like that, and missed his right away. So I think they jinxed him, but yeah.
You got one job: kick it in through the uprights. You don't got to memorize a playbook. You're not out there grinding in practice like everyone else. Just go kick the ball. Just go do it.
See, now it reminds me, that's what you said with the wedgie that we handed out. You got one job.
True.
One job.
Actually,
right,
I do got one flex for another kicker. Really quick. Charlie Smith. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Kicker for the New Orleans Saints. So the Saints won the game.
Saints.
Yeah.
Homer.
Saints won again, which I mean,
he did a flex last week for them too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is a Nolan's podcast here.
When you get to 4 wins after a brutal season, I mean, I'll take what I can get, right? So Charlie Smith, he's Irish too. I don't know if you guys have seen, there's like watch parties in Ireland for him, for the Saints games. Yeah, he's Irish. And 2 for 2, and he kicked the game-winning field goal, so the Saints won 20-17 over the Panthers. So quick mini flex for Mr. Smith there.
At a certain point, doesn't that work against you and what you're trying to accomplish, though?
Yes.
A win is actually
Yes.
like a loss. So
Yeah.
If you draft well, yes. I'll tell you, your rookie quarterback looks pretty good. I think you guys might have something with Tyler Shook or whatever his name is.
I'll say this. He's good. He's going to be a decent starter, I think. I don't think he's the franchise quarterback. He could turn into one. I mean, you never know. But
Second rounder, third rounder?
Third, because he went higher than Shador for sure. So
Yeah.
Shador won the fifth,
I mean,
right?
who didn't?
hey,
Yeah,
come on. What's a slander uncalled for?
Listen, it's factual.
You
It's
could have
just
said went
factual,
higher
man.
than Gabriel or something like that.
But yeah, he went, I think, in the third or fourth round. And I don't know. I hope he does become a franchise quarterback. He looks good right now. I wouldn't mind having him as a backup, if we do draft a quarterback. But if he pops off, like if he continues how he's doing now, I'll take it. I mean, he's showing heart, doing well enough to win some games, especially
If
right
you had
now.
to pick right now, your boy Tyler or JJ McCarthy, who you taking?
Oh, I'm taking Tyler. I haven't seen enough from JJ McCarthy to say. I mean, I know he had a decent game this last game, but one game does not solidify a franchise quarterback, especially his stature. The Vikings put all their chips on him. They let go of Donald. They had Danny Dimes, let him walk as well. I just don't think it's him. I mean, he needs to show more, and he's not there yet. So I would take Tyler Shaw for sure right now.
All right. Last call. Any other flexes? All right, I'm going to give a team flex. Ravens shut out the Bengals. Eagles shut out the Raiders. Utter dominance. One or both those teams or players will make an appearance in the wedgies coming up. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, I had a lot more wedges than flexes this week.
All right, let's rank some teams. This is the last week we did the AFC wild card. Let's do the current AFC or NFC wild card, which is the Green Bay Packers, the Seattle Seahawks, and the San Francisco 49ers. Roski, you want to start?
Sure. So it was. Sorry, run the teams by me again.
Seahawks, 49ers, Packers.
Okay, the
Poor
Packers
Packers.
just lost Parsons, so they're taking a
brutal.
step back for sure. So it's between the Seahawks and Niners. I think the Seahawks have a better defense, and they're playing better right now overall. So I'd have to go with Seahawks number one. Darnold and JSN are just clicking right now. They're doing great. The run game is where I'm a little iffy because we don't know what's up with Walker and Charbonnet.
It's kind of non-existent. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's if that could be solid and they could have that 1A, 1B, or just pick one and stick with them and hopefully they're, legit, then I think they would be a bigger contender. But for these three teams, I'd say the Seahawks won. I'm torn between the Packers and the Niners. No, I'm not that torn. The Niners are number two for sure. I just think the Packers they lost a lot with Parsons. Their defense is going to be a little bit more shaky. Jordan Love, I mean, he has good games and he has some bad games. We don't know who his top wide receiver is. So I don't know. To me, I think, Niners for sure. CMC still running like an animal, and the Packers after that for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly the right order, unfortunately. By default, the Niners will get second, but Seahawks will get first. But I mean, come on, for the Packers, your all-star best player on defense out. Your all-star, arguably best offensive player, the tight end, gone. I mean, how you expect them to continue doing anything, really, right? It's a miracle they were doing as well as they did. Defense was doing well. And now Parsons is gone. Good thing the young man got the bag, and that's why he wanted to secure it, right? Like, any play, you could just be gone and done.
Yeah.
The Niners, I just, McCaffrey, he's held together by shoestring and bubble gum and tinfoil at this point. Like, can he continue doing this? Like,
MacGyver.
I don't know. Like, if he goes down, everything is over. So, I
That's
just
true.
have I don't have much faith there. So I'm going Seahawks for sure. That wide receiver was on pace to have arguably the greatest wide receiver play in history. A little off that pace now, but I like where they're at, honestly, overall.
Okay. 2 for 2. Seahawks, Niners, Packers. I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit. My number 1 is gonna be the Hawks, so I agree with you there.
Okay.
Oh well, now you know. You know my 2 and 3.
Should have went with 3 first.
I know.
When you said that, I was like, oh, he's gonna say Niners for sure.
No, you're gonna get no Homer vibes from me today. Maybe a little bit. That Seahawks defense is legitimate, and I've been bullish on Seattle for a while. I think I shared debating like who's better, the Rams or the Seahawks. I watched a good chunk of that Colts Seahawks game. I expected a beatdown, right? Phillip Rivers is playing quarterback, so I expected the Seahawks to kind of come in there and just demolish the Colts, even though the Colts defense is pretty good. Their offense couldn't punch it in. And so that's going to be their deficiency, which I think some of you have talked about before. Jackson Smith, I think he's great. Darnold was off, though. He was missing throws. He was missing guys. I think Shaheed was a great addition, getting him from the Saints. He looked good in that game. That running backs, I mean, if I go back the last few years, Kenneth Walker would have huge fantasy days where he's scoring 3 touchdowns when healthy. He doesn't have it this year. So I wonder if all these injuries have taken a toll on Walker. But then same thing with Charbonnet. He's not going off. And so teams are probably adjusting to Seattle a little bit in terms of, well, we don't need to stack the Bucks because you guys aren't really producing. Yeah. But Seattle has these weapons. But yeah, the defense is so good. I think the offense is good enough when the weather gets cold to be successful. My number 2 is going to be the Packers. I mean, Parsons is a huge loss, but I don't know, does it make their defense not good or not special? And I think it makes it not special. I think they still have some studs over there. With losing their tight end, they still have a ton of weapons. Christian Watson got hurt, but it's not as bad. There was some good news. Josh Jacob, he's got a spotty knee, but he's a stud. I do like Jordan Love, even though he can be inconsistent from time to time. Matthew Golden finally had a good game, their rookie receiver. Jaden Reed's back. They have Wicks. I'm forgetting one of their other receivers, so they have a lot of weapons. I think their offensive line's good. They're built for cold weather. If you got to play in Lambeau, they got a huge advantage over you.
Yeah, that's true.
My Niners, I'm telling you, the beginning of the season up until probably the last 2-3 games, even though they had a winning record, I think it was fool's gold. They barely beat all these teams. They barely beat the Saints. It was a last minute, last drive thing. They barely beat the Seahawks. All these teams to rack up these wins. And so, like, if one thing would have changed, even though McCaffrey's putting up points, his rushing per attempt is like 3.5. It's not good. But they give him the ball so much. His fantasy numbers are excellent. Now, against Cleveland in that defense, we did pretty good. Purdy looked okay, but the team was producing. The offense against the Titans looked fantastic. The Titans could do nothing, and they're horrendous. They're vying for the number 1 overall pick again, but Purdy was crisp. He had a great connection with Ricky Pearsall. Kittles was awesome. McCaffrey didn't have to carry the entire team. Jennings had those 2 red zone touchdowns. And so offensively, I'm not worried about the Niners. Their offensive line's playing great. But we don't have depth, so injury-wise is the issue. The defense is leaky as all get out. They can't stop anybody. And so Tony Pollard, the Titans ran all over the 49ers.
That's true.
You know, and so that's what I'm worried about. If you got to go in there, you got to play the Bills. Well, they would, I mean, unless you get to the Super Bowl, but you got to, play the Bears. Good Lord. That we won't stop the Bears one time right now unless something changes. Lost Warner, lost Bosa. And so, sorry, 49er fans, just know I am one. I'm ranking them Seahawks, Packers, 49ers.
You forgot to mention one other point, too. Jacobs is banged up, but Emmanuel Wilson has proven he can step up and produce.
He played well.
So he for sure.
And the other thing, I think we ranked the Bears, Lions, and Packers a few weeks ago, and we all had the Bears third out of them. But now look at them.
I know.
Are they the number 1 seed in the NFC? 1 or 2?
Did they get back up there again? Let's see. It's a good question.
They're at least one or
Yeah,
two.
they
'cause
are.
The Rams.
They are. Yeah. Oh, actually, in the NFC, no, they're not, because the Rams are.
Okay, so they're number
Yeah,
two.
but number 2. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do some injuries and waivers. So injury-wise, we already talked about Patrick Mahomes out for the year. That's huge. We just talked about Micah Parsons just from a defensive standpoint. That's a big one. Devontae Adams, how much time is that guy going to miss?
I honestly think they're gonna shut him down just for the play, so he's good for the playoffs.
That'd be smart.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that would be the smartest thing, and I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe not this week, but week after they also rest Puka because they need him healthy, and Puka gets banged up pretty often too. So I just think that they're gonna for sure. Devontae, I think, gets shut down. I would be surprised if he doesn't.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I mean, they have a ton of weapons. Colby Parkinson, their tight end, had a big day. Prediction. So look at Roma Dunze. He missed another game because of his foot. Ben Johnson thinks he'd be ready for week 13. So we'll see. Their rookie wide receiver, Luther Burton III, he's considered day-to-day. Jaden Daniels, which we said they should, I think last week, they shut him down for the rest of the season. So Commanders being smart there. Drake London with the Falcons should play against Arizona this week. So if he's back, that could be big numbers for Drake. And then you have Woody Marks. It sounds like he could have come back into that game, but they had I believe that guy's a rookie who got 100 yards playing well. And then one more, Christian Watson for the Packers. He avoided a major injury in his chest and shoulder, but for week 16, he's up in the air.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play because I think he left on an ambulance to the hospital. Yeah, so
I thought it was real serious.
I'd be surprised if he plays this week. I think if anything, even though it's not that serious, I think he'll rest this week.
All right, look at trending waiver wise. You can put. Oh no, as Nigel's hoarding tight ends, he has Colby Parkinson. Darren Waller 2 touchdowns last night, so that might be. The commission might want him again if he's still alive. Jaden Reed. Hey, is anyone going to go Uncle Rico for?
I didn't realize that was Mahomes' backup.
I didn't either.
Mr. Minshew?
Yeah. Interesting.
Look at your boy Tyler Shook right
there.
Here.
He
I don't
is.
see Shador. Where's Shador at, man? He's not even getting picked up anymore. No love.
Well, he can't be trending if everyone already has him picked up. So
they don't.
That's part of how trending works.
they don't. Michael Carter for Arizona. I would say stay away from the Arizona running backs. They don't really do much of anything unless they get touchdowns.
I agree.
And then wide receiver wise, Jaden Reed. Donnie Mitchell's played. He had 3 weeks. He's had 2 good games. Jalen Naylor, not Justin Jefferson, getting touchdowns over there with Minnesota. I wouldn't pick him up either, but if you want to roll the dice, go for it.
Yeah.
Mike Evans.
Yeah, prison Mike. That's what
Prison Mike.
Chris Godwin too.
Chris Godwin, yeah.
DJ Moore. He had 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns when I didn't have him anymore. Not that I'm bitter. And then Dawson Knox and then Gadsden are free agents in our league.
Oh, you dropped Gadsden, huh? Finally.
Oh.
I dropped Gadsden and I picked up Mark Andrews, but then I dropped Mark Andrews and picked up Likely. It didn't. Yeah.
A full circle of nothing.
It didn't. Yeah. And with that, I feel like that's a good segue to wedgie time. Who gets the wedgies? Remember, this is the underwear straight up to the top of their head.
If I were to go, the one I have, which I'm sure we all have heard the soundbite by now, Aaron Rodgers. You're making it back to the wedgie list again. You hear the nonsense he's talking about this time? Talking about the cast-offs, his teammates, like, oh, it was a great win, a bunch of cast-offs. People who were unwanted out on the streets didn't have a job. I was able to put them all together and we would come out with a great win. And then when the reporter asked, oh, do you consider yourself a cast-off? Starkly responds with, no, I am not a cast-off. Come on, man. You are the leader of the team. Absolutely, you are a cast-off. The Jets didn't want you at all. So you should have just took that like a man.
And the Packers didn't either.
And the Packers didn't either. Everyone has casted you off. The Steelers will do the same thing when Mike Tomlin's out of there next year. So suck it up. But yeah, I am one of the cast-offs, and this is why it's working with this team right now. Now everybody you just gave these praise to just felt like it's a backhanded compliment, slap in the face. What are we doing? You were getting the ultimate wedgie yet again.
I mean, are we over Aaron Rodgers? I am.
I kind of am, yeah.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, but I mean, he just feels like a cancer to your team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely not the good vibes guy.
No.
I grew tired of Brett Favre because of the, back in the day, because he was like, "Oh, I'm retiring. I'm not retiring. I'm retiring. I'm not retiring." And I'm like that with Aaron Rodgers now, but just because he runs his mouth, he thinks he's still it. And yeah, just, don't ruin it. Just go off into the sunset and that's it.
Yeah, go spend your money.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't go on shows. We don't need to hear from you.
Yeah.
I can support that wedgie. You can give him one next week too, regardless of what he does. Give him
Sure,
whatever.
yeah.
Who do you got, Roski?
I'm gonna start with one, and I'm just gonna say one word: the Raiders. I guess that was 2 words, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. Just the Raiders. But I'm gonna
Roski,
give one.
they had 75 yards for the entire game. 75 yards.
I didn't want to say it for the sake
Was
of
it one quarter? Did they only play one quarter? How does that happen? That's the second time.
It's 1 yard per
I don't
player.
know. I guess, yeah. All right, dude, it's your turn to get a yard. I don't know. The Raiders are the Raiders, I guess, and I apologize to all the Raider fans, not because I'm trashing on your team, but just because of your team.
I want to trash on the team.
It's bad. I don't know where they're going. They're battling the Browns for bad organizational management. I mean, it's just terrible. Terrible.
I feel bad for their fans. And listen, Roski, I had them too, and I know you want to go somewhere else, but let's stay on them for a second.
Sure.
I'm not going to give the wedgie to the Raiders, although they deserve it. Again, I'm going to give the wedgie to Fox Sports because that's the game they had on TV.
No.
Thank the heavens that I think it was Chargers and Colts on the other channel, or maybe it was the Chiefs and there was another game on, so I could watch the other game. I would flip back, and they were just getting destroyed. And I need to look up when they switched from that game, but why would you pick the Raiders to be on TV? I know they used to be in LA and they were in Oakland, but come on, man. No one's watching this stuff. Like, how many Raider fans watched the entire game? Like, at what point did they say, peace out, I'm not doing this anymore? And they're angry, and it's the morning game, and their Sunday is ruined. Fox Sports, come on. You need viewers. That's not getting you viewers.
I think this is a good way to engage with our audience, however many people are watching us. If you're a Raider fan, are you watching the whole games?
That's a great question.
Because we want to know. I mean, I don't want to watch the Raider games for sure. If there's a Raider game on, I'd rather go watch something with my daughter, on YouTube or something. But yeah, I don't know. It would be hard if I was a Raider fan to watch the whole entire game, especially because it goes south and fast and quick.
I want to know too, like, what point did the Eagles stop watching? When it's like, hey, we're going to go like paint the house because we got time.
Yeah,
like, when did they stop?
As a lifelong Eagles fan, I can jump in there and just say we watched the game start to finish. We even TiVo and rewind the commercials. That's how much of diehard we are. We are locked in watching that all 22. Okay.
Because the commercials were more entertaining. Is that why you watch them? Like, you'd rewind it. Like, this game's terrible. Let me go watch the car
some
ad.
Of our players might be in the commercial doing something entertaining, so that's what we're looking out for.
Okay. You probably were scrolling through AJ Brown quotes. You weren't even watching the game. Be honest. Be honest. All right, Roski, you can go to who you really want to give your wedgie to. Sorry.
I don't know. I thought this was fake at first, and then I started looking into it, and I think it's real. You guys can tell me if it's not, but I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. But the Lions kept doing a booger pick and flick celebration, and they lost, and they did it 3 times.
Why did they do that?
Why would you do that? I don't know, but Monra did it. Gibbs did it, and Jamison Williams did it. And to me, it's like, you guys lost. And I seriously thought it was fake. I thought it was like AI or something when I saw the clips. And they literally just, and I think it's to do with like the first down signal. But I'm like, why would you even do that? It's just one weird, it's gross. And you got a beat down too in a sense. Cause I mean, the Rams just rolled right over you. So I don't know. To me, they deserve the wedgie. I gave it to the Lions, although I think maybe it should beat those three guys. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird to me.
What's worse, the booger picking celebration or that positivity bear the Eagles had?
The positivity bunny, first of
Oh,
all,
bunny, sorry.
was
Bunny.
inspirational for my team and our collective vibe meter. The other one was just tomfoolery shenanigans of immature men. So we'll go booger picking all day.
I kind of on the same boat. The Eagles won, so maybe it did work, even though they got rid of the bunny.
I mean, they won, but they played the Raiders. I mean, come on, like let's not crown them
does that really count?
champions again. Let's not.
Hey, speaking of celebrations, though, I think we should send a clip to some teams or something. They should do wedgie celebrations, on our behalf. So that way,
That would be awesome.
If they can do the booger pick and flick, let's do the wedgie.
Do the wedgie. That'd be real good.
Yeah, the wedgie. Literally just the wedgie.
Inspiration, the positivity bunny. Good one. Good one, Aaron. All right, who else? You guys have other flex? I have at least
you mean wedgies?
2. Or wedgies, not a flex. Sorry, opposite of wedgies. Opposite
Not a couple more.
Flex
the
a little
Pats.
bit and the wedgie.
There you go.
It's like a curl, right?
I had the Patriots because they were winning 21-0. And the Bill, I mean, it was the Bills, but I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if it was the last episode or a couple episodes ago. I basically not punished, but I scolded the Bills for not trading, right? And I thought the Pats were one of their biggest threats this year. And I mean, they came back and beat them. It's not the playoffs yet, but still, I mean,
big win.
The Pats up 21-0. The Bills came back and won the game 35. I can't remember the final score, but I guess I kind of get it when you're up big and you get comfortable and all that. But how do the coaches allow situations like this? Like they got to be smarter with the way they manage the game. If something's not working, switch to something else. Change it up, figure something out. As a coach, I don't know. To me, I grow weary when I see these type of situations happening over and over and over again. It's just, I don't think it's that hard to, blow it, really. Like there should be easier way to manage this, but teams and the Pats in this case just blew it.
Division rival, you can't take your foot off the gas. Like you got to snuff that team out. I think
that's also good for them too. I mean, one could argue that they learned more in that than they would have just steamrolling the team by winning by 28 points or whatever it is. So the coaches can drill into that, because how much they can drill into them by saying, "Hey guys, win by more points." But this one's like, you guys blew this. If this is a playoff game, we're out of here. Like the game's not over.
It's true.
You killed
I guess that's true.
BTA, Nigel always says, other franchise. So that's from start to finish.
Well, it's going to be key to see how the Patriots come out this week. Are they going to lay down a beatdown, or are they struggling because of what just happened to them? Because their confidence had to be shook with letting the Bills come back. Nothing against the Bills. I mean, Josh Allen's amazing, and Cook and the fellows over there. But I thought the game was over when it was 21-0. This game's done. Not so much. I think I've mentioned a couple times on here that I watch the Fantasy Footballers on YouTube. Shout out Fantasy Footballers. So I watched their episode last night, and in their opening, they're talking about, kvetching kind of like we did on their fantasy struggles. And guess who they mentioned about who just crushed people's dreams? 2 of my players. They talked about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, who people thought he came back and you're going to ride some success in the playoffs. Wrong. And they talked about Isaiah Likely because he was playing well. He was getting tons of targets from Lamar, throwing up a goose egg. And so I didn't feel vindicated. I think I felt angry when I heard them say that. Not at them, but at these guys that maybe it gave me some solace to know like a lot of people played them and everyone was disappointed who had them on their roster. So I'm giving a wedgie to Burrow and the Bengals organization. I'm giving a wedgie to Isaiah Likely. Come on, you're playing the Bengals. You should have put up big numbers. You put up 0? Dude, wedgie. Thanks.
I had Burrow on here too because I mean that's just terrible. He did nothing, and everyone expected him to come out and be the savior for the Bengals, and he just hasn't done it. And now he's in trading rumors. I don't know if you guys have heard it. He's like billing to the Niners, I think, the Rams, and
He's
just
not
a bunch
having
of
fun.
other teams. Yeah. So
Are you trading
maybe
Purdy
time
right
for
now
them
for
to
him?
move on?
Oh yeah.
Obviously, he's a
Let's do
better
it.
talent, but
Yes, let's do it.
injury history. Like, would you be concerned about that at all, or are you just not? We're doing it.
I would say we're doing it, and the Niners are a better organization, much better than the Bengals, and so there's more infrastructure around Burrow to protect him. Although I knocked the Niners for not getting depth in their offensive line, but yeah, I'll do it right now. I will trade them Purdy, and we'll give them draft picks too. Not a first.
Wow.
Oh well, yeah, I'll give draft picks too. Kyle, hit me up. I'll walk you through it.
What about a Burrow for JJ McCarthy?
Oh
swap
yeah,
deal and picks. Obviously, it has to be picks too. I mean, if I was the Vikings, I would do that in a heartbeat. I would do it in a heartbeat.
right away makes them a playoff team.
Yeah, agreed. It's an upgrade from Darnold, what was Darnold last season, and we saw how that went.
I don't think Aaron's buying this. Look at him. He is not liking Joe.
Not liking it. Well, the other one that's floating out there was Hurts. Would you do Hurts for Burrow? Now that's interesting.
Whoa, that's very interesting. I do like Hurts. Burrow's the better pure pocket passer. Hurts can run. Hurts really doesn't get hurt. Wow.
And the vibes are off in Philadelphia. Do you shake it up like that too? So the touch
I feel like
gone.
if you would have asked me this question last week, I wouldn't hesitate. I would say Burrow. But because of this week, that's where my doubt comes in. I shouldn't base it on 1 week. I'm still going Burrow.
I think I have to just talent-wise, Burrow is just him. So,
I mean, when you compare someone to Joe Montana, I mean, come on. That's
true.
So, all right. Closing words, fellas. What else you want to cover before we say our farewells?
Well, everyone wish me luck. I'm trying to make something historic happen. So, thank you. I will be handing off the trophy to someone soon.
You just go, Aaron, you got to do it at least one time. Pick up Shador and roll with him. You got to do it one time. One time.
What do you got? What do you got to lose? Do it now. What do you got to lose?
My historic performance going from first to 10th. How many people can say they've done that? You all can claim that you've been champions, but have you ever been a champion and then immediately the following season 10th?
I've never finished last.
There you go.
In 20 plus years of playing fantasy, never.
I'll always hold that over your head.
Awesome. That's awesome. Oh, good stuff. That's a good place. That's a good place to end it. I like the humor. All right, fellas. Be well. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.